हेलो हेलो। एक मिनट चालू हो रहा है डोटा। तो स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ मैं संभल। हेलो हाँ बोलना। हाँ हूँ ना। हाँ नहीं मैं वो भी सोचा ही हूँ। और भी लाइक क्लैरिटी वाला जो हम लोग साथ में बैठते हैं ना वो सब किसी और के पास रहेगा ना। तो हाँ चलेगा ठीक है। हाँ 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 वो मैं सोचा था उधर जाने का करके। जब करूँगा तब वो देख लूँगा वो भी। ठीक है। हाँ बाय। No, 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 no. इंस्टाग्राम पे भी डाल देते तो
Spoil that shot.
It's going to be Pondlo.
They have the back door down because the creep wave mid.
Oh, yeah.
Might just be another lane.
Living Arthur is laughable at this onslaught that the Luna is able to bring to the table. Trying to exit back into a boat, and Torin completely off the mark there.
Not the combo you were looking for.
Not sure what happened there.
Did protect the racks, I guess.
Yeah, all those missed abilities.
So I think Munkushi's going to finish it off here.
Wait for, I guess back to our protection is enough. Tidal wave into the arrow is not too bad. And easy pickings from Munkushi.
Not confident enough to fight without the control of the Dark Willow here. I mean, you basically have one go, right? Like, when you commit this Earth Spirit going and the Solar Flare, that's your window. You don't win the fight in that interval of 10-15 seconds, it's over. That's also a route one dub can take. Like, they can get the fight, get the Solar Flare out, and if they can reset, yeah, I mean, it's a way easier fight after that.
Well, they have the Shivas, and they have the small crit for the Marauders, so completed some items. This is going to be your best bet. You don't go soon. Your tier 3 is going to go down. Attempt to roll in. Gets the kickback. BKB immediately activated, but the Earth Spirit is getting torn apart, man. They just got ripped apart by a horde of one-dub heroes. Turn around, Munkushi. Starts to go to work on Beyond. They've already called GG. He wanted to GG out before he dies. They really didn't put up much of a fight, and that last one, man, that was rough.
I mean, great game playing from one dub here in this first game as they
Unlucky Team Zero. Sneak peek. Find कर रहा है? ओए FK.
उससे बोल रहा है क्या?
हाँ.
क्या हुआ?
Find कर रहा है?
नहीं मैं जा रहा हूँ अभी.
एक खेल के जा.
सोमवार है ना, जाना है.
सोमवार है तो क्या हुआ? किश्त. नहीं मैं कैप्टन हूँ क्या? Alright.
Ooh, who should they pick, Jex? Now the enemy picks. Oh, see, look, it's your turn, Jex. I trust you know what you're doing. The enemy is about to pick something. It's the enemy's turn to pick. Or you might not like what comes next. Ooh, who should they pick, Jex? Ten seconds. 5 seconds.
गाने का वॉल्यूम बराबर है तो बताना.
Of Prepare course. For battle.
Forward, pet. As you will. Forward by bounds. Leap forward.
30 seconds.
On track. Good idea.
My friend, this one is indubitably in
To the
the
back.
bag.
Time to raise bloody hell.
Yes. Look how the prey scatters before us. I'm under attack. Yes. On the prowl. Since you command it. Agreed. Such strength shall be ours. We ride. To the battle. Son of a... Yes. Forward, pet. Who spoiled that shot? Of course. Good idea. Attack. Cringe you curl. Nice. Forward by bound.
So, what are your feelings about that?
So much love to come.
On the prowl. Since you command it. Scatter while you can. Tuck your tail and run. Whimper, dogs.
Go ahead. Just try to kill.
Break time zone.
We ride.
I'll ward and I'll go fight the tower, go top.
As you will it.
Try not to get up.
Agreed. For that hunt. Fair warning. Your head has arrived. Good idea. I'm under attack. Denied. Good idea. Stop! Yes! Die, monkey! To the battle.
हाँ करे last hits.
Agreed. Good idea. Evil. As you will.
My bad. I didn't expect उसको रेंज मिलेगा. Oh, hello, Colton.
My cat thanks you. We rock. Stop. Rain down upon mine enemy. Cower before us.
My bad. How are you, bro?
Forward
How's
by
your
bounds.
rank? Games going? Are you still playing?
Run like the dogs you are. Stop. Fair warning, your death has arrived.
Dyer's courier is bolded.
Die, moment. At last,
Which is matriarch with prize.
of course. Pet. An easy shot. I'm under attack. Stop. Rain down upon mine enemy. Evil curse. On the prowl. Ha! On track.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Chill, man. Grinding onward. Nice, bro. Nice. Good to hear. What TP? Free kill?
Killing spree! Double kill!
Dyer just fortified.
Again, we run. Have an easy shot. Stop!
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yes. Stop! Bring down on my enemy.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Perfect. Stop! Of course. I knew this time would come. On the prowl.
You know that all-important middle
Stop!
tower?
Forward by balance. Cower before us. Die, monkey. Agreed.
थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा।
Good idea. As you will it. On track.
Precious bump.
Since you command.
Power.
Leap forward. To the battle. We ride. Star. Yes. Forward is such an easy shot. Good idea. Stop.
Fucking चूतिया सा खेल रहा होगा ये।
Attack. Dive. Agreed. Stop. Run like the dogs you are. It's not time yet. To the battle. Stop. Bring down on my enemy. As you will it. Stop.
Dire structures are
Forward by bounds. Cringe you turn. Hold up.
The enemy's middle tower.
Leap
You
forward.
realize our middle tower is under attack?
Dive on. We ride. Since you command. Stop. Tuck your tail and run, mutt. On track. Ha! Good idea. Stop. Bring down on mine enemy. Good idea. Whimper, dogs. Stop. I'm not ready. Forward, pet. Of course.
Killing spree!
Ah. Stop! Inner light dawns. Agreed. Evil curse. Good idea. It's time. Leap forward. Good idea. Fair warning. Your death has arrived. The prize is mine. Scroll up home. Stop! Since you command. Forward, pet. Easy shot. To the back.
Dominate!
Tower for us.
Defend your bottom tower. Why does that tower move?
Perfect.
And here's a fortification from Radiant.
Salamene smile.
Double kill!
We ride. Star Diamond. Of course. As you will.
Mega kill!
I'm under attack. With honor.
Ledge creatures.
On track.
On the road to victory.
As you will.
power faces a terrible test. Good for me.
Tuck your tail and ride, master. Run, the dog stop. This grows interesting. We ride. On the prowl. Not yet. Forward. Leap forward. More victory. Forward by bounds.
Welcome.
To the back. Good idea.
Killing spree!
Stop! To the back.
That was out.
Stop! Impact! I'm under stop! Good idea.
Tower is under attack.
On track. Fair warning. Your day has arrived. Agreed. Forward. Forward by bounds. On the prowl. Leap forward. Of course.
His bottom tower has been demolished.
We ride. Since you command it. Stop! Yes. For the hunt.
Monster killing!
Ride. Good idea. Of course. Stop! Leap forward. To the battle.
Old snap or you will fucking heal.
This early game gets the 8-minute power rune as well. With the big one for this Mars, the resources are really important for this hero. You lose your stacks, but you protect the ancient stacks at least. Start to slowly clear through them.
Yeah, Ponlo's gonna start working on it, but he's not level 6, so he can't actually do it yet. There's that one March the Machines to make him a little bit weaker, but there's no rearm to throw a second one.
Very tough one. And this hasn't been a laney phase where the Morta's found a lot of action either. Kind of just been farm trading down here, but still in okay position. Zero just want to protect their side of the map. Stacks will continue to build up. Nice, sweet and strong on side of one dub, going probably into the whirlwind or maybe give it to the tiny as well. Get a faster blink.
It's pretty interesting. Twice now they've fed the Kunkka some stacks. A hero that I usually feel like doesn't need the stacks because he is able to play the laning phase so efficiently most of the time.
Mid's not taking it in this game. Warta can't do it that early.
Yeah, that's true.
I think this situation is the only one who's clearing through them fast enough early. You want to clear through them because you need the experience in this type of game.
Because of the amount of farm that you can get, but we saw from one dub in game 1, they started running over Team Zero. So what is Team Zero going to do to stop this? As the 10-minute power rune approaches, Chiro Jr. throws out the avalanche, try and stop him, but it doesn't spawn there. 70 is going to try and make his way to the other side, but on the Unite is already there, one step ahead of him to claim an arcane rune.
I will say, it feels like everything happening around mid lane for 70 in these games has just been frustrating.
Yeah.
I think all these little things are just not adding up to his game being smooth, and I think one dub are overall pretty happy with it. The one difference I think in this game from that first one is the objective taking for one dub is a lot worse. Like that Beastmaster just barreled through all the objectives. They took all the tier 1s off that first Aegis at around the 16-minute mark. They were clearing through Ancients, they cleared through Roshan. This lineup does not do all that as fast or smoothly. So if you're to Zero and you can defend your tier 1s in a game like this and fight around them, you're going to be pretty happy.
Particularly with the Tinker. Yes, sir, he's going to be caught in a lasso as he pops his ultimate and doesn't really get any damage done. The Brewmaster got off his primal split, and they're going to try and surround this Muerta as best as possible. The arena, look for the protection. Erica in some trouble, plays inside the arena and fights back where he can, but Chiro Jr. now jumping into this one couldn't add enough damage. It looks like Pablo has been able, power shot, that's able to finish him off with the extra bit of tick damage and a shackle shot. Locking down both 70 as well as Beyond, throws out the spear. It just pushes Chiro Jr. back to the back line as to chase after 70 with the urn on him. Another shackle shot coming up soon. A toss gonna be denied as the spear throws him back where he came from. And 7E is able to get out of there, but it's still 2 dead on the side of Zero, and 1W bringing the pace that we were talking about from that game 1. 5 heroes at 11 minutes in, pushing in that safe lane.
Honestly, that should be a good fight for Zero. Like, you're fighting under Marches, it's a massive arena. You kind of dealt with the Brilliance, you kept your Morta alive, but not enough damage to cut through all the early sustain from this Omni Knight. Seeds of Serenity's getting popped down. These are some tanky brawlers in Tiny and Brew as well, especially with Repel to back them up. I feel like 70 hit a 5-man spear at the end.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a 5-man spear, but maybe that's what the tip's for. It's like, you got us, bro, but none of us died, so wasn't that good.
1W, they got 2 kills, but immediately after that, 1-0 is able to push in mid and take that mid tower. So, as you said, the objective taking a little bit more favorable for 0 in this game.
They're holding their map a bit better. Still, those tier 1 fights are going to be important, right? If you want to play this kind of Tinker Morta slow farm up type strategy and just get your forward position really big, holding these tier 1s is really important, particularly the last two that are alive to control your ancients a bit better.
I was about to say, safe lane tower is kind of inevitable.
Yeah,
right?
for
It's
sure.
like a hard tower to defend.
I mean, they wanted the fight out of that.
मैं
more than the
muted था
tower.
क्या?
Sure.
It just didn't go their way.
इतना देर से muted था मैं.
Like, they need to be thinking about some maybe aggressive
Hello?
smokes with blink reveals to latch a
मैं
good
इतना
core,
देर से
take him
muted
out of
था.
the map, and then convert on these tier 1s, start opening up the
I
lanes a
guess,
bit more.
yes.
I feel like that is what would feel the best for them. And you're mainly looking at the Batrider blink, the tiny blink to enable that. This Brew's going to be able to join any of these fights, but he needs the initiation.
Shit यार, मुझे लगा माइक में ना चालू है.
He gets the haze off first, but he's the biggest target to bring down. You have some heroes that can control him and do it. It's just scary. If you don't see other heroes on the map, you don't get lanes in, these kind of jumps are a bit spooky. And right now, if you're looking at the lanes, Team Zero are just not winning that battle.
चले नहीं खेल रहा बोल के फाइंड कर दिया.
अरे पापा को चिल्ला दिया मैं क्यों देने जाऊं. तो बोले वो कुछ ऐसा बोले कि स्ट्रीम पे नहीं बोल सकते.
क्या बोले भाई? कंटेंट दे भाई.
चल अब तू कुछ बोल मेरे को.
हाँ?
मादर चल अब तू कुछ बोल मेरे को.
तू मादर चौथ है?
बोल देता हूँ नहीं.
ये बोला. मैं क्यों आ रहा हूँ कैप्टन आज यार.
फिर तो नहीं आ सकता भाई किन साथ में अगर तू कैप्टन आ रहा है तो.
मुझे नहीं बनना है कैप्टन.
Select a hero, please.
मुझे लगा मास्टर इंस्टिंक्ट है. मास्टर मशीन नहीं होता.
Patience, please. Their turn to choose. Patience, please. There, your pick.
Corsair is there, bro. We can push actually. No alchemist 20. लौड़ा आदमी है. Oh, sorry.
10 seconds to pick. 5 seconds remain. Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry!
Hey, lol.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry! Technically, announcers aren't supposed to judge you for your selection of hero, but honestly, I've never been much for rules.
Ta-da-da-dam, dam, ta-da-da-dam, dam, ta-da-da-dam. लूना, सब लोग लूना उठा रहे हैं अभी। इतने टाइम से अक्कल नहीं आया किसी को, अभी सबको लूना खेलना है। तू भी खेल ले भाई लूना मिड। विंटर वाइवर मिड मत लेना प्लीज प्लीज।
मेरी टीम
अरे
में
यार
एल के मिड है, मतलब मैं लूना का फार्म चला रहा हूँ एज अ हुडविंक। एज अ हुडविंक मैं अपनी लूना का फार्म चला रहा हूँ अपने
भाई। सामने वाले का टीम इतना अजीब है।
नीच आदमी हूँ मैं, नीच आदमी, नीच।
सामने वाले का जीप टीम है पूरा, विसाज और ब्रिसलबैक। कि भी लगेगा, लिंकन लगेगा, सब लगेगा। लोटस लगेगा, लोटस बना कोई तो लिंकन में बनाऊंगा।
None can stand against Sun Wukong. My friends, I'm calling it. Okay, time for me to learn the trouble. I'll just be skimming this as you play. Let's get a move on. They won't know what hit them.
We need 3 guys.
Yes.
By the most spectacular means of magic, necessary or otherwise, this one is in the bag.
Trouble, here I come. "30 seconds to battle." Time to make something happen. They're going to be telling stories about this. They can't stop me. Time to pick a fight. Begin the digital sports.
I'm Gabe Newell. You've just achieved first blood. Thanks and have fun. Hello, this is Gabe Newell. Thanks for playing Dota 2. Double kill. On it.
Nobody's pushing. The creep wave is there only, bro. What the fuck?
Okay, I'm ready for position 3 in Rogue Squad.
I journey forth. From here,
Man, I have to open doors. Can you hold this fish?
Yes.
LK got stun, LK got stun. अरे लूना में VK भी नहीं है भाई.
Yes.
Yes, yes, I'll be trialing you. Please mail me your best heroes.
Let's move. On the move. Here. I'll go where the action is.
Killing is real.
Yeah, man.
They can't stop me.
We are strong, but how the hell we can come in vacuum like this, man? Every single one of you is coming.
Taking the high ground. Where do you think you're going?
Yeah, he's fucking doing every time.
No, no.
The reign of terror is over. No, you don't. No one's catching me. Over here! Yes.
वही बंदर बनना पड़ेगा.
You should have stayed home. You're out of your league. Yeah. Time to pick a fight.
Killing spree.
Hope we find trouble.
Okay, they smoke, guys. They smoke.
They can't stop me. I'm under attack. You do know you're
He's alone, he's alone. Woker, ऐसा भी alone, go.
Okay.
No need to come, everybody. You go push. Point 5 के लिए हमारी टीम के 4 बंदे जा रहे हैं.
I'm going to enjoy this. I'm ready. Not so fast.
Hey, we need to fix the lane. Hey.
You can see everything up here. Here I come. I'll go with the action. They'll never see it coming. Razer's courier has been murdered.
Sunstrike the rush.
Show me what you got.
Killing spree.
Friends, I call you Coast. Your middle tower is under attack. Time to make something happen. Over here! No one's catching me. Taking the high ground! Courier will never answer for its awful crimes. It's dead. On it. Tower taking damage.
Go.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Yes. No. Nice try. I'll go high. Here we go.
I'm also coming top it.
Yes.
Ready. Come. Rush gonna come top. They cannot kill fast. Come.
I guess. Double kill.
Yeah, it's gonna run out. Hey, don't go! It's gonna come, trust me. Look, it's coming.
मंकी रे मैं बोल इनको मंकी खेला तो मस्ती नहीं बेंचोद लौड़े लोग मादर चोद
Move it. I just don't know.
Where to?
Walker is doing something, I just don't know. What the fuck, you tornado, bro? Why you give them time? We can stun. Are you fucking idiot or what?
Let's get a move on. Time to have some fun. Here we go. Not so fast. Move into position.
Mega kill.
Here I come. Ready for anything. No one's catching me.
Pull back, bro. It's okay, no problem.
They can't stop me.
I'll just farm this.
I'll go where the action is. You should have stayed home. Nice view. Over here.
Killing spree. Double kill. They're unstoppable. If you were a millennial, I'd say wicked sick.
You can see everything up here. Oh, nice view. Over here. Here we go. Incoming. Okay. Let's get a move. Structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack. They can't stop me. Here I come! Hope we find trouble. Yes.
Okay, don't chase.
I'll be ready in a second. Ready for over here? Yes. Of course. Let me catch my breath first. Oh, nice view. Where do you think you're going? I'm not stopping now. Here we go. Moving to position.
Check it.
I'll go high. No incoming! Who's next? Let chaos reign! What you want? Yes. Taking the high ground. You can see everything up here. Come on. Here I come. On it. Over here. I'll show them why I'm called king. Okay. Not so fast. Here we go. They won't know what. Time to make something happen. To there.
Yeah. I can take the bot.
Just a little longer.
Come on.
Ready to take it. Where do you think you're going? Your little find anyone that gets in my way. They can't stop me.
I need BKB. Can I come?
Let's get a move on. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Black King Bomb. No one's catching.
I'm coming.
Dominating, I guess.
Go for him.
They're unstoppable.
It's dead. I'll go top and then portal bot, okay?
I'll go with the action. I'll go high. Little help here. It comes here. You sure are loving Let's go.
Go RS, go RS, go RS. TP mid.
Let's get a move on. Taking the high ground. Let's move. I'll go home. You can see everything up here. Ready for... Where do you think you're going? Yes. I'll go with you. Here we go. Dominating performance. Is under attack of sight. Oh, I've killed better. Over here.
Fucking idiot, man. Making me chase.
The enemy's middle tower is full. Yes. Nice view.
Coming, just.
Where to? No one's catching me. Top tower under siege.
That was unreal. Double kill.
Okay, my journey. The enemy's middle barracks is full. Time to make something happen. Time to move.
Come on, MK God! Let's go!
Oh, that's diving bounty.
बाप रे आर्ची तो बहुत पिलावे ज्यादा मारा नहीं मैं एकदम से फर्स्ट डेथ कैसे हुआ मेरा रून पे नहीं मरा मैं किधर मरा मैं ओ लेन पे हाँ येड़ा जैसे उधर नहीं कभी मरा मैं I have no idea.
अरे खा लूंगा बना ले कुछ भी.
Wait, what's it like to play here?
It's something that I honestly never thought would happen.
Washroom jacket.
Like Dota has not been that popular in Denmark for quite a while now, but like it's like so amazing. Like it's been so chill. We also been boot camping here. Like it's just so chill for me. I just came here like 20 minutes ago. My brother just drove me.
Amazing. So you know, are you going to be able to have all like your family and everything and your friends at the arena for the finals?
Yeah, I think like a lot of my family will come and like most of my friends also. I think.
So obviously last year, you know, you had a phenomenal run last year. You know, given were the team to beat. And this year, I think kind of people started to maybe doubt you or count you out, but then you just come back, you know, prove them all wrong with a phenomenal past few tournaments. You know, how does that happen? How did you do that? Was that like the game? Was it you guys? Was it, you know, your opponents? You know, how did this come about?
Kind of a mix, I would say. Like when you win a lot, the game definitely keeps like nerfing your strategies and your heroes. There's so many frequent patches, and whoever wins what they play the most will always get nerfed.
Yeah.
And this just kept happening and happening and happening. And after every tournament, you have to like find new stuff. You really have to try it again and again and again. And you keep doing this for so long, it gets pretty hard to like keep it going.
Yeah.
So I think people got a bit exhausted by like tryharding after every tournament and getting the motivation all the time.
Yeah.
So I think that was like the main problem.
बराबर ही predict किया था मैंने.
Also, after not winning so much for a while,
bristleback support.
I think we just kind of got a lot of the drive back again. And now then it just worked out for Saudi.
How do you think about last TI and especially those grand finals?
There's been so many tournaments, but like we had a pretty crazy lower bracket run.
Yeah, and the grand finals versus Team Spirit and everything.
Yeah, that year was just like pretty crazy because feel like we were pretty bad. And like,
oh really?
Yeah, like we went pretty much like straight to lower bracket. Almost, like, didn't we have like full lower bracket run almost? But somehow we just managed like to claw through games and then make it all the way to the final against Spirit. In that final, we did not play what we usually play. Like in the semi-final, every games before that. That's also something we had talked a lot about and like worked on. That like why did that happen? Like what happened in that final particularly? And I do think it's something to do with some players. They do set TI. They regard it as like way above everything else.
Yeah.
That can easily create like this bit of pressure.
Yeah.
That can go to like choky mindset and this kind of just happened for us. So hopefully. Like we talked a lot about it, but hopefully it's not really something that's gonna happen when we're gonna play in this final.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously it didn't happen or did it happen at EWC, and you learned to kind of beat it? You know, what was the?
Yeah, I mean, again, like we've been in a lot of finals. I think we have a pretty good final win radio. But again, like EVC, it's not really a TI. TI is just a bit special. And can create more pressure somehow because people really want to be part of the I have one TI club.
Yeah.
Get the rings or whatever you get, you know, all the stuff.
Yeah, hopefully yeah. I mean, what would it mean for you personally, you know, on home soil nonetheless, to be able to win it, to hold that Aegis, you know, what would that be like for you?
As soon as I knew that TI was going to be in Denmark, then I instantly thought, oh shit, man, like if I'm ever going to win a TI, I definitely want to win this one.
Yeah, in front of your friends and family as well.
Yeah.
That'd be incredible.
So it means a lot.
Who do you think your biggest supporter is going to be in the crowd? Who's going to be screaming the loudest for you when you do get on that stage?
Usually it's the people who's like sitting with the GG boys, like the org, and then they usually have like the Giga fans around, and then like they usually have some drinks and stuff.
Those guys will be the loudest.
Those guys you can usually hear, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming to talk to us, Ace, and thank you so much, and best of luck, obviously, TI.
Thank you for having me.
Hello, I am here with Saika, or a player you may have formerly known as Nightfall, has now changed his name to Saika. First of all, I've got to ask, what does the new name mean? Why did you change it?
I mean, kind of predicted people gonna ask this question. And I mean, just kind of got tired of last name. And if you translate from Japanese, it's something like sadness, but it also refers to some of Naruto, like best, from my opinion, like soundtracks.
So you guys, I'd say, BetBoom are kind of thought of as this EEU sort of super team. You've had some great results. Do you guys feel like a sort of super team, like a super group? Or do you think like, we're not there yet, we can still do better?
I'd not say we think of ourselves as a super team. Like a lot of people was saying it, I'd say back then, like 2 years ago, when we had like Pure in our team, and I was playing 3, and it was kind of really like, you know, like dream team. Dota is a team game. Like you need to have not only like good individual players, but also you need to be a great team to win.
Speaking of that, you guys have had a little bit of rebuild here and there, like obviously swapping positions a bit for yourself, and like you said, Pure leaving the team. So when you've got a team that changes like that, how big a difference does it make? Like, is it like going back to square one, or is it's not too difficult?
I mean, I'd say changing a player is kind of big difference, because like every player has some his identical like way of how he view game and how he view his position and how he wanna play. And for changing position, it's I'd say less, but back then it kind of gave us good boost.
So you finished sort of in the 5th, 6th slot last year. How are you going to improve on that and go further? What have you done to really sort of say, hey, we need to actually go even further than 5th, 6th, we need to get further in? What kind of preparation have you done for that mentally?
We're basically learning and growing with each year. If you're a good player and a good team, you're going to learn something as an individual and as a team, like some new concepts. You have to believe it's going to like lead you to victory.
Fantastic. Well, I wish you all the best in the tournament. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. Saika.
Thank you for having me.
If they want to do better than top 6, they first have to make a deep run in that lower bracket, because that is where BB team are right now. They did win earlier today, and that's why we're seeing them here again. We are going to watch their match up against Nouns. Will be a best of 3 elimination. So today, together with my wonderful panel, I'm joined by T-Gov, Effie, and Lacoste. Lacoste, we talked a little bit about it yesterday, but eliminations is really where the Dota starts getting more intense, and it just gets that extra little bit.
Yeah, it's the extra spice, but it's also kind of extra sadness seeing the teams, you know, it's the big dreams throughout the year playing Dota, and your dreams being crushed here, which is always tough. Been on the receiving end in my career decades ago, always. But yeah, I know the feeling. It does kind of suck, but it's also what you're going to learn for the next, you know, enjoy Dota, of course, and also what you're going to learn from some of these defeats.
Yeah, this is what you're going to learn.
Like I didn't learn a lot.
We have to talk about what BB team has learned, because we heard Saika or Nightfall just talk about their year and how they're going to try to breach top 6. And T-Gov, that has been a little bit of a struggle throughout the, I would say, years.
Yes. We look back, 2023, when BB picked up the main core of the roster. They had Pure. They, across the entire year, they just finished, 4th to 8th, maybe even in the bottom 50%. Like, they struggled immensely. Sure, they got, 1 second, 1 third. And then 2024 season, they pick up Miro. You can see the shift has kind of moved them from the bottom 50% of a team up into the top 50%, picking up seconds, picking up thirds. But still, to this day, they're yet to get a tournament win as a team that is, the MMR that they have, the prestige that they bring from Eastern Europe. It's been 2 years now that the core roster of 4 players has not found, success.
And they are the highest MMR, Effie. They're supposed to do better.
I mean, they're a team people expect a lot out of because they're just so individually skilled. But I mean, Dota has shown us time and time again that there is something that is beyond reach of MMR. When players play together, there's cohesion, there's synergy. And credit to BB Team, they have found a lot more cohesion and synergy this year with the addition of Miro, as the graph, T-Gov showed us, pointed out. But even with
क्या लगता है रीरोल में मिलेगा क्या आर्कना हेलो ये प्ले स्टाइल
हेलो
एक दो जय श्री राम बोलते
जय श्री राम
जोर से बोलना
जय श्री राम
भाई बेकार है तू नहीं आया कुछ भी
बेकार कैसे हो गया
नहीं आया ना
क्या नहीं आया
मेरा सेट
मेरे जय श्री राम बोलने से तेरा सेट क्यों आ जाएगा
भाई जाने दे भाई
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्लाह अकबर
नहीं चलेगा रीरोल में सेट नहीं आया मॉडल नहीं आया
हाँ समझ गया मैं
Magic, Lacoste seemed very much there.
It was insane.
Like
this first game, that's why I didn't believe in Nouns after seeing that first series, because they got
I don't want to dive in there
kill.
again.
This is the least amount of kills here at the road to international. I mean, how much can you have? You can have 0 or maybe equal to 1, which is pretty difficult to top. But overall, this is the series that also shows that Nouns, they need to be able to adapt. We've seen the importance of adaptation when they were playing yesterday. They were unable to adapt. Their most successful hero is Trend Protector. They're 4 out of 4. This is the strat that they've been running, and I think that Nouns got figured out.
Different ideas about that?
No, this all looks pretty familiar. The Sand King and Doom got taken out. They seem to be by far Gunner's most high impact offlane heroes. Mirana Yuma popped off on it yesterday, and this hero has just proven itself to be such a nuisance. And Nyx comes out as a counter to Enchantress. This happens quite often, but Enchantress doesn't get let through. But the reason people love to play Nyx versus Ent is just you follow her to lane, you eat her creep, and that already eliminates a big part of the threat. Also, when you're getting dove under tower by a centaur or something, Nyx is able to TP and also eliminate that threat. There is a bit of an issue though, is that these jungle heroes like Chen and Ent, they group up very early, and Nyx typically does not like to play into an early group up. So if Betboom kind of build around that idea that they're gonna center around each other, ball up early on, maybe Nouns won't get that much value out of their Nyx.
And they do like to do that. BB Team does like to ball up early and play fast when they get the chance.
I'm not sure if they do. I feel like they win their.
That's how they won against Team Liquid 2 days ago. They smashed them in 18 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, I feel like
definitely draft dependent. Go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like BB, they, some games they have that philosophy of, win lanes, crush their opponent, and then other times they want to set back. But I think they are one of the few teams in the tournament that when they think they've won the game, they seem to kind of like ease off just a little bit compared to other teams, which allows for opportunity for comebacks. Like, and all the tournaments we've seen them play at, how many times has like BB lost a game because like they've built up an advantage, they've kind of got this like confidence that they've already won the game, and then like one pickoff or two here, and then suddenly it swings back around. So that's where like a Nyx Assassin for Nouns, even if the game gets difficult, there will be opportunities based on BB's history that maybe the X factor of the Dagon pickoff could help them recover what could be a difficult early game.
Yeah, it seems like BB, they've done the research. Luna and Trend Protector gone. Nouns, they did win 3 out of 3 games, and they paired this up in the safe lane. This has to be one of the strongest, if not the strongest, safe lane that there is out there. We've seen quite a lot of, Miranas, quite a lot of Wind Rangers paired up, but I feel, this one, it feels really good. Mirana doesn't have that much win rate anyway. What I would like to see maybe from BB team here is Lion +1. I think Save showed that he can play extremely good Lion. It also gives them something against this Monkey King in the lanes where you can stop him. They also have the spell mechanics, some early rotations from the Enchantress who can gank the lane. And also against Nyx Assassin having the instant Hex disable so that he can get Carapace off and kill him from 100 to 0. I think that'd be really nice.
That's quite the early Monkey King though. I guess the hero's value has gone up significantly this tournament, and when you pick this Monkey King, you also have the security of whichever offlane that you choose for yourself won't be countered by the Monkey King. And all of the traditional counters to melee offlaners like Ursa and Slark, they're not very good right now, whereas Monkey King still is and can be flexed to mid.
I feel like Monkey King is becoming the equivalent of what Luna is in the draft, where you pick Luna and you don't feel that bad having it, right? Like from mid lane, you can play a lot of matchups. In carry, you can punish a lot of the melee offlaners that we see. So in regards to like draft strength, it doesn't really feel too punishing. So I can maybe see that logic, but also the speed in which you play, right? Like Nyx Assassin wants to find heroes and kills.
One of the things we said yesterday when we watched Nouns, we said maybe their playbook consisted of mostly the Treant Protector +1 and maybe mostly Treant Protector plus Cat Lady, be that Luna or Mirana. It seems like with now their opening with the Nyx Assassin and the Monkey King, they are playing heroes that they haven't played yet this road to the International, so they are showing that they have prepared something else. Oh, that doesn't inspire confidence, T? He's giving me a bit of a difficult face there.
Yeah, I look at BB's 3 heroes and I'm like, whoo, laning phase is absolutely like one-sided at the moment. Like Kotl plus Beastmaster, you got Illuminates going to the lane, you got Wild Axes going
Let's
to the lane.
take this, we go rush,
Beastmaster.
don't just run at
So
them,
far,
bro.
like Road to International, we've seen games where he struggled to get items. This lane of Kotl Beastmaster it's a free pass for Beastmaster to get to his first item.
You have stacks, you can eat, like, you're gonna dominate the lane. It's quite a lot of Damagio, you have extra Chakram, but also if, let's say you get ganked, you have an extra hero in your lane, you can always fall back to stack, so looks really good, I would say. The question is, who do they want to pair up this Keeper of the Light with? In the previous series that they played, it was Storm Spirit GPK, having that Keeper of the Light, getting that extra mana, so you need to utilize a hero. I'm maybe thinking Mid-Storm is always going to be good because limited lockdown on their side, unless you get caught by Nyx Assassin or some Vandal Strike at the Nyx stun. I was maybe thinking Void Spirit. We've seen Void Spirit popping off recently.
And potentially any Spirit hero would work in the mix, but the Chen comes out from Nouns that we didn't talk about. And
Hello?
typically when Beastmaster used to be very popular and
Game में है
all
क्या?
the time, teams would have to ban Chen to protect the
तो पूछ
Beastmaster
रहा है क्या?
online because a lot of the
मैं
strength
और
of the
किससे पूछूंगा?
Beastmaster comes from
क्या
his
वाला
ability
फोन
to
पे
play
बात
into
कर रहा
Monkey
हूँ?
King with his boars, which makes him
गेम में है क्या
heroes is
क्वेश्चन तेरे को ही आएगा ना?
हाँ.
but with Chen, who basically takes over his boars, that removes a lot of that lane threat and a lot of the kill potential of this Kotl plus Beast lane. So I think the Chen pick really protected Nouns' safe lane. And it's also a fly specialty hero. We haven't seen it in a while, but he is no stranger to Chen.
Yeah. There's something about the Kotl part where Beastmaster, I think if you didn't have Keeper of Light, the counter feels good, but because you have Keeper of Light, like you don't really care too much about boar anymore because it is all about the spam, the magic spam, the push. So it's like it's kind of okay, but I'm skeptical it's going to be the
Where are you running?
the biggest lane winner that we've seen in previous drafts.
Center coming out for Nouns. Gunnar will be taking that one on.
A bunch of auras is what Nouns is looking for. Like Chen will get like a drum or the mech. Chen will then bring out a blink and a pipe, and that is when they're gonna really go. So Monkey King, be it carry or mid, will need to bring that 20-minute timing as well to just try and survive the roar, the illuminates, the pressure that BB applies. Because I just see a slow start to the game, but once they get online, they just hold each other's hands and walk around the map trying to break down BB.
Also, within the draft, Centaur should give Nyx independence after a few levels where Nyx can, after just doing some creep shenanigans and manipulation and whatnot, he can go through the Twin Gate, try to maybe kill the Beastmaster or Kotl. He can rotate mid, he can just goof around in the jungle if he needs to, make scout out stacks. Like, Nyx has a lot of freedom to be independent because of the Centaur pick.
They do have the burst damage. Later on, you have Centaur, you have Monkey King, Nyx Assassin, if he gets to his Dagon. And also Stampede. I think this is a highly valuable spell that they just picked up against Enchantress, against Keeper of the Light. You want to find this Keeper of the Light. You do not want to see him use like 4 or 5 chakras on enemy carry or an enemy mid laner so that he gets multiple rounds of spells.
Nouns do need some range damage though, because they have 3 melee heroes in Nyx, Monkey King, and Centaur, and if this Beastmaster gets off to the start that we think he will, because he's going to have so much stacks that Coddle is going to make for him, and early Ags versus 3 melee heroes is very hard to play into. So they need some kind of damage coming from a distance to not commit too many bodies to taking down the Beastmaster, because this is the tempo hero that BB are going to play around.
5 seconds remaining.
Very strong Invoker pick as well. Effie mentioning like the melee aspect of Nouns lineup. You put in tornadoes and EMPs and deafening blast from Invoker. That is, you know, a lot of fight control. But this is, you know, close to core specialty heroes for BB at this point. That it just comes online so quickly. Still with, you know, carry for, you know, the last pick.
On the bright side for Nouns, they have overall last pick, so they can decide at the last moment where their Monkey King is going to go. But now that they already see that Invoker, do you want to put your Monkey up against that, or will you opt for something different? It seems like BB team, they're banning out Puck, so they feel like picking an Invoker is enough to make Yuma be the one playing Monkey King.
They're going to be looking for a mid hero, most likely. Something for Copy. Copy's hero pool so far, a mix of melee and range heroes. The big one that he did play was Earthshaker. Problem is you're playing into Invokers, so you will not have that much of an impact, at least early on, where your mana is going to get burned, but overall for the game, it could be a really good pickup.
And I wouldn't mind the Monkey going mid versus the Invoker. Like, that's a fine lane for the Monkey. The only threat would be the Enchantress rotations, but he should be able to CS well. And then maybe a safer safe laner to pick here. Sounded funny, but it is like the ranged it is the ranged carry meta for a reason. You need your carries to be able to CS comfortably and protect themselves.
Let's see what that final ban is going to be for BB team. If they want to protect that Invoker a little bit more. No, they want to remove a safe laner as the Weaver gets taken out.
They wanted to remove elusiveness because they don't have that reliable stun Invoker. He needs some kind of a setup. Coddle, Enchantress, these heroes are very... like, they need something, some kind of a setup. They don't provide you with any kind of control. Pretty much your stun is Roar and Cold Snap.
I don't need to fight, guys. Take the tower.
Oh, yeah. I wanted the, like a troll or an out for a safe lane for BB to just farm freely while Centaur gets left alone. You want that carry that naturally needs a bit more time from laning to just, you know, exploit it. So melee carries that are independent wave pushers helps a lot.
Also, it's a hero that makes use of the chakra magic from Coddle in teamfights. All of a sudden, you're enabling this hero's like low cooldowns by having a stun that can be thrown out a lot. Also, the tempo coming out of an Alchemist, Beastmaster, Enchantress lineup is terrifying. The tempo that would come out of a Chen lineup does not even come close to matching what BB have right now.
Oh,
Razer.
I was thinking they might go down the Queen of Pain route, just for the speed in which you react to early pressure. Like, Beastmaster step up, you get that kill, but no, they go for the scaling option once again. You're going to have, you know, Razer, BKB, Monkey King, very quick BKB, Centaur with the pipe. Like, we expect BB to be aggressive, but still there's time for them to come online, right? Like, you need Alk to get to Radiance +1, you need Beastmaster to get to that Aghanims. So there is a window where Nouns should at least get the defensive items to take a good fight against the expected, you know, aggression that we see from this lineup.
It's also range damage, which they sorely lacked.
I think both teams got the drafts that they wanted. This looks to me like pretty much BB draft. 4 out of 5 heroes. It screams BB. On side of Nouns, they needed to cook something differently for this one. Razer, Copy did play it earlier, and I think Razer in this game has a pretty free reign. Once he pops the BKB, the only thing that can stop him pretty much is the Beastmaster. They don't have ways of increasing his damage. There aren't like these big things that they can throw on top of him, no IO or anything, but they have a Stampede, so he can choose which target that he wants to go for in a fight.
Yeah, it's just another story of Nouns have great scaling. They have good core-to-core matchups in Monkey King and Razer versus Alk and Beastmaster now. As long as they can get to a state where they have like 3 items and BKBs to play into BB, they can definitely take it. But BB have terrifying tempo. They're playing on Enchantress, early Ags Beastmaster, an Alchemist that's going to come out with a Blink BKB very early on. So there's going to be a period in the game from like 20 to 30 minutes where Nouns are going to be on the back foot. And if they don't lose by then, they have a good chance.
Yeah, Nouns just need to show that they are, tactically aware of what's going to happen in this game. If they try and they don't really make moves, right? Like Razer doesn't want to make moves, no one wants to make moves. So if they just sit down, farm, defend an odd tower or two, they can get into the game. But if they play BB's game, then it can be a little bit scary. So yeah.
At what point do you feel like if you're going to watch Nouns and see if they can weather the storm that BB is throwing out here, at what point are you going to be worried for Nouns?
If they don't contest second Roshan. If they give away like 2 Roshans for free and they're just still in that kind of farm state, then they probably could have a lot of
But they can give 1.
Yeah, 1's fine. You give up tier 2s, but like they need to have all the tools when, BB are expected to be barreling into your high ground around, maybe 25 minutes or so, yeah.
It seems very scary to deal with. You feel like they can do it?
On side of Nouns?
Yeah?
Yeah, but this game needs to be slightly later, I would say.
Okay, let's find out what's going to happen in game number 1 of this best of 3. We're heading over first to Milan, who's going to be talking to Nomad.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, indeed. Milan, I mean, they've gone very comfort on the side of BetBoom. What do you think about that?
I think that's their style. We expected a lot of heroes that they picked. Like their team that tries their guts, they had ups and downs, but they have been like sort of stable team throughout the season. Like they had bad results, but these players are high MMR, they believe in what they do, and I think it's good what they took. It should be, but we try to counter it and we'll see what happens.
All right, and what's your mentality like after your loss yesterday? How are you coming into this one?
I think the games in the playoff against Spirit and Gaming kind of showed us that we can play against anybody because we beat the TI champions and we had a close showing versus RIA champions. So I think we can play against anybody, but it's mostly about us. If we play well, then we have a good shot. So it doesn't matter who is the opponent.
Thank you very much. Best of luck in the game. And now we're going to throw it over to our casters, which for this one will be Sunsfan and Synderen.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Nomad, as we have this best of 3 underway between Nouns and BB Team. Already a Boundless Strike on to save. He will survive on that glorious horse.
This looks like an interesting match, guys. Better than Falcons.
Extra gold on the Alchemist, so they're off to a good start. The matchup itself, I think the panel was pretty spot on. The lineup of BB here can play extremely fast if the laning stage goes well, so Nouns need to be careful with not getting rolled over. However, we did see a similar situation in one of their games against Gaming Gladiators yesterday, where they managed to do exactly that with some good early movements to solve the problem in that individual game. So they've shown that they are capable of playing against high pace, and if their own lanes go in a stable manner, should be an exciting game.
Yeah, and I think Nouns, despite losing their last series, I feel like feels like they're on the up and up, right? They have a lot of momentum. I think a lot of people were counting them out, and then BB Team on the other side, they're struggling with the same issues that have plagued them from time immemorial, Synderen, even with Pure on the team. Apparently getting rid of him doesn't change anything. In fact, he's on Tundra and he's destroying right now. But it feels like they always come in with a lead and you just never feel confident that they're gonna bring it home, It's just such a strange thing to happen over a 2-year period for the same team.
Yeah, the thing is, if they ever figure that out, they will be
the best in the world, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Legitimately.
This is a team whose Achilles heel is, how to say, losing an important game and then spiraling. And the way they lose that important game will most often be from a very advantageous position where they just mess something up and drop the ball and then don't recover. That's definitely been a bit of a mentality problem, I would say, for them is the main thing for the better part of a year. But the good news for them is, in the last series, the one against Talon that they played earlier, they lost game 2 after being really far ahead, and then they stomped them in game 3. Yeah. So in that series, they showed that resilience, the ability to reset completely.
You would think over time, throwing that many leads away, you kind of get used to it, and you build a resistance of sorts.
Yeah, it does sound like an interesting scientific study. How need to get some papers written on this.
Yep, absolutely. A lot of damage being applied to BB Team here in this bot lane. Better be careful with that Monkey King. That is a hero that can absolutely take out.
Oh, big damage
again.
save.
Boundless strike onto save. He's gonna pop the fairy fire, so we'll survive.
So what we didn't talk about, it showed they showed prior to the game during the draft. They showed that every single Chen so far in this tournament, I think, has started with the summon convert of the Satyr, and this game is no exception. So Chen, at his whim, can just summon a mana burning creep, effectively, and that is arguably in most cases the most lane-focused creep you can have. So. Actually, the reason why you take it, save.
Yep.
Blinding light, but
eventually
he didn't miss.
Does happen. Yeah.
So what's the blind chance again on level? It's 40% on all levels. So, okay.
And the fact that he gets that kill without even Jingu as a skill on the hero,
yeah,
pretty interesting. I mean, that just goes to show how amazing Tree Dance is with this facet. It is. We already talked about it the other day, but unbelievably good. As we're going to see a concoction onto Gunnar with the acid spray. And the blood grenade on top. He is taking a lot of damage, and that should finish him off. So
he's a goner.
Ends up tying the game 1-1. Very good, Joe.
Fly will try to open up the small camp here. Interested in finding his way to some pulls. So as the panel was talking about, the Chen versus Beastmaster match was a classic counter pick, and it should give a very good start to Yuma. That kill on the Coddle, I think, was honestly unexpected, given the circumstances. You said there was no Jingu and Chen's creep was actually dead, but they just barely scraped by and got that. So that's the good news here for Nouns. Aside from that, mid lane is pretty much a wash between the Invoker and the Razer. I think that's the expected outcome on that one. And then, well, since Alchemist has started being able to just start with 250 extra gold and then got 4 bounty runes, I think Gunnar is not expected to win this lane.
Yeah, I would say so. Probably accurate.
But he's tied with Beast. So I guess from the side of Nouns so far, it's looking okay, and I think BB team are very happy as well.
Right, and we've been seeing this build on Centaur pretty much every game that I've seen. Where they don't even bother with double edge until probably this next level here. Actually, maybe even not. It's typically the level 3 and Retaliate to be able to farm consistently, which means you're just not going to be getting kills. It's all about survivability and eventual farm.
I think it's the right mindset as well, that you're never going to be in a position to play this lane aggressively until Razer rotates, and that will be a while, so play for yourself. This is the selfish build, basically.
Now he's got Jingu. Miero has to be careful. Save his blinding light just in time.
It looked like he was about to go for one more swing as he got blinded away, but just barely outranged there, but he's gonna try again.
Yeah, he's trying.
Hungry.
Miero tries to cut down the trees. That was a good attempt. Blood grenade gonna slow him down a bit. 3 stacks of Jingu on Miero.
Jeez, he is in
There's
there.
the Boundless, activated. Not enough to get the kill, but still. Miero is really hurting here.
He knows the limits. He likes playing on 5% health for 10 seconds straight, apparently.
Yep.
Well, he didn't die, so...
Yet.
Yes, that is correct. We'll be stacking up his Ancient Hero to a triple stack on the Beastmaster, obviously one of the... This is something BB team have done a very good job at. They also were putting a lot of emphasis on this when they played the Coddle Storm game earlier today. Tons of stacks. And this time it's both Save as well as Miero making stacks in 2 different camps. We'll see if Nouns, arguably with the best invasion hero in Dota right now in that Monkey King, will try to deal with that at all, if they're able to.
Arguably.
Yeah?
Is it an argument?
You could make a case for a hero like Storm, you know, if you have vision, you can...
Copy.
He's
going to get punished really hard by BB team. And Miero
with the celebratory tornado. He was trying to KS it, but Saika hit too hard. Unfortunately for him, his carry gets the kill. A very sad outcome, of course.
Yep, very sad.
If you're a mid hero, you want everything.
Mind Flare is the biggest quality of life to Nyx in the history of Dota. I'll say that right now. This hero can farm anytime now. What do you think of the current Nyx in the meta?
I think the hero's really good. I think he's significantly underpicked in this tournament. He makes a lot of sense as a counterpick to Ench, of course, which is why they ran it. But I believe the win rate of it that we saw was quite good, but number of games was very low. I suppose the main problem teams are facing is if you don't pick this into specifically Ench or Chen, maybe your laning is just too weak and compensating for it gets too hard. But that said, I still think it's reliable a lot of the time, and especially we're seeing the rise of Invoker, right? This hero was not played particularly much in the first few days of the tournament. Now he's starting to really see play. Sunstrike plus Nyx can kill any hero on the map. Yeah. It's even better than it used to be because Nyx now, as a support, reliably goes Dagon and does a lot more damage with Mind Flayer. So if you remember back in the day what kills you could find with Nyx Invoker, you can almost add 50% to the health of heroes you can kill. So, I don't know, perhaps that's the strategy we'll see teams run later on if they can get the laning to work.
Yeah, that's always been his issue, is the laning. But you just don't lane now. You just go jungle. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Which begs the question, why is Pudge not being played in this? My goodness, what a great hero.
Waiting for Boxy to run his signature, I'm leaving lane minute 2 and going jungle play.
That was epic.
They crushed that game.
Indeed. GPK. Cover of his Ghost Walk right now. Might be going through the gate, but he's going to run into Fly.
How does that even work?
The other way around. Yuma on the trees as well. The EMP already being shown. As Fly will likely just be sacrificed. He actually dives to a neutral creep, and instead all the damage being applied to Mr. Nightfall. He's getting all this regen, but it's not enough. He will drop. Unfortunately for Nouns, though, I think they're going to lose both cores in Yuma and Gunner in the process. So they lose 3 heroes, although again, 1 denied by neutrals.
Yeah, this was, the panel didn't talk about this, but a really big upside to Stampede is that you, as Chen, you can just Stampede right into the neutral camp and die. Narrowly dodges every spell there on Lelis.
Very nice.
But yeah, good defensive play there from BB team, really covering up their alchemist in this safe lane. Which is going to be necessary. This is a textbook Nouns play. He dodged every spell and then he walked back into the ball.
Yeah, well, he wasn't expecting Banana team to come back into the triangle area,
मैचमेकिंग का इशू है ना.
They stuck around.
कोई भी लोग जो दिख रहे हैं उसको लगा देता है वो.
It's Yeah, I was gonna say, Nouns, I think one of the things they did really well against Game Gladiators in the game that they won in that series was rotating from the safe lane through the gate, and I think BB team have prepared for this. They've studied the movements that Nouns like to go for, and they were exceptionally ready for that rotation. They were already in position when Chen came through, as you said, and they were the ones to make the first move instead. Now, that's probably not
10-minute rune. Looks like it'll be top, as the haste is bottled by Copy. Tornado already used from GPK, so he won't have a way to actually dispel this haste. Enchantress Lake.
It's true. Yeah. You farm faster, you get bigger throughout the game. It adds some utility in certain situations in team fights. It makes you a less appealing target in general. But I would agree, this is not the best game for it that we've seen. But it just goes to show, I think every game of Centaur we've cast this tournament, the player has got Blade Mail. So maybe it's just that good that the circumstances don't even really matter. And you just do grab this first, and then you have the 2 build paths with either being a mega tank with auras, or you get the dagger, or both, of course, if you're having a good enough game. And yeah, Gunner is doing all right. This is a very even game for all intents and purposes, especially considering the Dire started with 4 bounty runes. They haven't really converted that
Gonna
to
run right
more.
into the center if he comes to the low ground.
Very close to being spotted. Quite.
Right on the outskirts.
And Chen is doing Chen things, pushing this tower. Trying to force rotation, but BB team are not overreacting.
I mean, for a Nyx assassin, you need assistance from your team to get a kill, but who can you kill at this stage of the game with a Vendetta +1?
I think Nyx plus Monkey King can absolutely kill the Coddle and the Ench, I think. Should be possible kills. The rest, probably a little bit too tanky and too much counterplay.
Yeah.
I guess with Alchemist, it's also a little bit down to luck with his Talisman of Evasion. As that gets turned into a Radiance, it gets a bit more reliable. But, oh, Gunner is gonna poke Psyche up here. Just actually will bait out the Chemical Rage. Use that for anything though. Miro.
Copy is gonna be found. Primal split, the Hand of God to keep him a little bit safer. He's gonna try to fight this through. The Stampede is gonna follow through though. And now the cover of Fly is there, and they're gonna turn everything on the Miero instead. So a nice turnaround for Nouns. See Yuma looking for additional kills here. GPK, casually walk away. That's now a Maelstrom for Yuma.
Yeah, this is a funny dynamic, the Chen versus Invoker. Just kind of offset each other, right? They were expecting that Sunstrike to be enough to get that kill, but then Hand of God heals.
Huh?
Why are you scared? Go. We have second skill. डैमेज दिलवा दिया.
They need kill with that. While Gunner is going to be ganked by Trouble. No Stampede. Yeah, Concoction is coming for him as well. This is going to be a very easy cleanup for the battle bots.
There is that kid. There we go. All right, GPK don't miss twice.
Oh, meanwhile, Yuma, he does actually disrupt this Ancient stack a bit. Uses his Wukong's command. Not going to lead to an initial kill. Not sure how many creeps they ended up stealing.
He's fast.
Yep.
He's got that Vendetta facet.
Go through to
Save.
range. Just going for the kill.
Oh, faking out twice.
Mind Flare wasn't enough, but hey, you can get your Monkey King a kill at this stage, and maybe the 14-minute Wisdom as well. It looks like it'll be a trade, though.
Yeah.
They're scanning it out just to double check.
I wonder what the ratio is in the games in this tournament between the 14-minute Wisdoms. How many you've taken on your side and how many on the other. I feel like the 7-minute ones, the teams get their own. And anecdotally, I would say on the 14-minute one, there's more trades on the opposite side than you being on your own side.
Yeah.
I guess it's just a natural part of the movement out on the map with your first aggressive moves that you're likely to play around the other side, but it's kind of interesting to see that that's been a development, because this didn't used to be the case a month ago.
Yeah, and Wisdom Runes have been extremely powerful, especially the first two, for many months now.
Yep.
So it is interesting to see kind of a late development to this TI. As Blink getting pretty close for Gunner. As you can see, Miero has his Aghanim Scepter now, so the Drums of Slom online.
Very fitting for a BB Team Beastmaster to get the Bongo Bongo Ags. Makes a lot of sense.
They are Beastmaster believers.
True that. One of the teams that play it the most, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it's been a pretty strong hero. I feel like it must have a good win rate at this time. See Nightfall with the Radiance, and going to be going for the Manta into eventual AC. So not opting for a Blink, it seems, at least not yet. Do you think that's something that is going to be for the Beastmaster? Looks like that will be, actually.
Well, he is queuing on up on
50% win rate. That's actually surprising. It feels like it's been better.
I think getting Dagger on both heroes actually makes a ton of sense this game. You could argue that you could bypass one of them because you have a Quaswex Invoker, but the nature of these fights is going to be extremely explosive, so if you're the one who can... Ouch! Well, that'll do.
It'll happen from time to time. Of course, you're forcing so many sentries to be built. That's what you tell your team in the pubs as Nick's assassin.
This is his second death in 16 minutes.
Nah, he's doing fine.
Completely
absolutely
fine for next.
And I think this facet that they take these days, where you can walk through terrain for the first 10 or so seconds, has been enormous for the hero.
Yeah,
Not even
because
coming from weird angles.
Not only that, but because it gives you flat move speed, right? It just sets your move speed to haste. Nyx can choose not to buy boots, which is what's happening here, right?
Yeah.
So Lelis is going 2 nulls into straight Dagon.
Looks like Nouns want to try to contest. Is it going to balance strike onto the Beastmaster? The Impale to follow. He's dead. Down goes Miero, and Save is being chased by Copy, showing that newly minted BKB. Nightfall does get off the concoction, though, as Lelis should be able to finish this himself, just with a casual right-click from the Vendetta. Nice job from Nouns, capitalizing on the attempted Roche take, it looked like, from Beyond Burger Team.
Yeah, and they're going to steal it, too.
Yeah.
So, this is the biggest play of the game here. T was talking about on the panel how Nouns, yeah, you can give up the first Roche, but you absolutely need the second one. How about you just steal the first one? Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Easy peasy. Leifnir online for the Monkey King as well, as Copy's going to show himself mid. Get tornadoed for his troubles. BB team now kind of on the defensive, it seems, despite having this very aggressive lineup. I mean, just looking at it.
Yep.
You got the Beastmaster, Enchantress, Activator of the Caudal, obviously Invoker. Depends on how you build it, but then Alk, kind of a hero that wants to farm at the early stage, but then ramps up really fast.
Hello. Hello.
The thing is, if you look at BB teams, the way this team approaches fights, you're saying it's aggressive, and it comes from the nature of, okay, Beastmaster's going to find a flank with a roar, or Invoker's going to come out of Ghostwalk and start the fights, but something that Nouns have really accomplished with their draft is they're making it difficult to find skirmishes on your terms. You're always paranoid about invisible nicks, there's always Monkey King that can be sitting in the trees, Chen's creeps are constantly pushing out waves at like low risk and high reward, so while it is an aggressive lineup, the way this usually works is that you take over a part of the map and then you constrict the enemy team. But they haven't been able to do it. They've taken 1 tower, minute 18. So I think that doesn't really fit the bill for what this lineup was hoping to do at this point. I think if I'm Nouns, I'm pretty satisfied with still having 2 tier 1s up at this point. And if they can keep defending them a little bit longer, they're starting to approach some really nice timings. Now Yuma's going to get his Shard plus Gleipnir completed on the Monkey King. Centaur is halfway to the pipe. And Chen's Greaves.
Spike Carapace can always stun Nightfall because of the Radiance.
Yeah.
Not off to use it there. Would have been a tough kill either way, as we're going to see the Tornado.
Nice damage onto Copy.
Into the Chaos Meteor. Not enough for a kill as Lelis.
Want to dive though, they see Lelis.
He is spotted. That's a very tanky Invoker right now, and Lelis slowed to a crawl thanks to the Solar Vines. Yuma's coming up with the Gleipnir. As is Wukong's command. A beautiful Boundless Strike on the 2 as well. They get 1. It looks like they'll get the second support as well. Although forced out to the other side, the Ice Wall. Slowing them as well. As Miero actually in no man's land, focusing everything on this Monkey King. Now GPK and Nightfall are there to assist. The Aegis is down. Concoction hits 2. The axes will continue to be thrown out. Yuma with the Shard already, it seems. We'll go to the end of the Boundless Strike to disengage completely. So in the end, it's an Aegis for 2 supports.
Oh, is it over though? Lelis is scouting. I mean, his teammates are relatively far away. I guess they don't really have anyone who can smoke up and connect on this, but Lelis still hounding him. Seems like he has some sort of plan, but that kill isn't really possible. No. All right, he's literally just scouting. Nobody cares.
He has a Dagon, but yeah, these 2 targets are without a +1. It's not happening.
So Lelis with a very interesting inventory right now. 2
on a sentry. Tornadoed up, and they dust just for good measure. Lelis heals up a bit with the Dagon, but it's not happening. BB team all over that.
Also fortunate enough on him to find Whisper of the Dread, which is easily the best neutral item you can possibly get on Nyx. Getting the extra mana pool, but of course the 8% spell damage amp is incredible on this hero. See if it makes a difference at some point. But yeah, BB team, they stabilize once again. And as with most Alchemist games, this is going to become a matter of, do you hit your stride in the next 10 minutes when Alk is, in theory, generally peaking over enemy cores? Because I don't think this is a game where Alk ultra late. This hero has become better, for sure. It used to be very polarizing. It's like, either you win by minute 40 or you lose most of the time. Now that Alk scales better, I still think his core matchups in this game are really rough. Razor is tough, Monkey King is a very rough one later on, and as you mentioned, Spike Carapace is actually a really big problem.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the, like, back in the day before, we got to hold that thought. Tormentor will be taken out. I don't think Nouns are going to stick around here. Fly will get the Shard, although Psyka, Mr. Nightfall will jump in and they get 2 kills. BB team ready for that, as Copy's going to have to BKB and run away. That is really unfortunate for Nouns, and now a little bit of momentum for Bowling Ball team.
Yeah, that's a good hit. I'm sure they do get the Tormentor themselves. That would have been even better if BB were 10 seconds earlier, but still, I think they're very happy with this. They're going to convert into tier 2, and this is what I was looking for from their team. I was saying 3 minutes ago that they'd only taken 1 tower. Well, guess what? If you take a tower per minute now, you'll catch up pretty quickly.
Yep.
They've got 4 down now.
Yeah, momentum definitely on BB team's side. Of course, 3K lead with an Alchemist. Who knows what that means these days?
True.
The Nouns definitely still in the game. And yeah, back to that Nyx conversation. I mean, back in the day, Cinderin, Nyx was basically picked as a counter to Radiance heroes to force them to buy something else, or Batrider. That was like his identity. That's it.
And Ember.
Yeah, true. Ember was also a good one. So with the Flame Guard.
And Puck. And
Several heroes, quite good. Fly remembers this time.
He was actually
have
good
to
against
ponder it in
OD
the grave.
as well, and sometimes you picked it against Lina too.
Okay, keep going. Don't stop now.
But yeah.
Okay, gets the tornado off on the copy. Cold snap into the ice wall. Man, he just cannot go anywhere.
All right, the pace is really picking up now. This is when Nouns need to keep their calm and find some sort of move as a team. Otherwise, BB is going to keep doing this to them. Because now that BB team are owning 2/3 of the map, this is the true challenge that I think Nouns did a really good job delaying until this point, but now it's coming for them. So what are you going to do? Are you going to take the fight head on? Are you going to try to find some sort of skirmishes with Nyx plus Monkey King where you hope that they spread out at some point and you find the straggler? Maybe Alchemist is farming alone, which is the case right now with Psyche farming Ancients. That would have been an awesome time to strike with those two in a smoke. I think those are the two basic options, is doing a little ganking squad with the two of them or looking for a full-on team fight. And it looks like team fight is the name of the game here. At least they're going to smoke up 4 of them, and Razer's about to spawn.
Well, BB team will be getting a shard to their name. It'll be saved. By the way, we didn't even mention, he did go for the solar bind. That's it. The last game, he did go for recall, but that was
specifically with Storm.
Yeah, Storm Spirit specialty.
With Storm. I don't think he will do it under any other circumstances, actually. I think it's specifically only with that hero that Save will choose that facet. So. And Solar Bind is a really good ability. The magic resistance reduction has nice synergy with Beastmaster as well as Invoker, so he's offering a lot of burst together for them. Even Alchemist benefits slightly from it, the Radiance, but... Speaking of Radiance, has any other hero this tournament bought that item than Alk?
Ooh,
I don't think I've seen it. But this item has really fallen out of favor. You go back a year, we had like 10
they
different heroes.
spot Lelis again.
Oh, yeah.
Gets off the spike Carapace, but it's only a matter of time before he's brought down, and we hear a roar go off, and that's a dead Centaur.
Oh yeah, we've had Brewmaster by Radiance.
Wow.
Yep,
Well, basketball team is going to try to go high ground now. They have 2 kills to their name. It's a 3v5. Can Nouns defend? They're going to use the fortification. As Psyche, Mr. Nightfall with the alacrity is something to fear.
This is just a lane. This lineup pushes stupidly fast, and yeah, as
it's timing with his AC as well.
Yep. Couldn't have done it any better. There's so little margin for error when you play against Alchemist Beastmaster. In these mid-game situations, either you win the team fight, you have buybacks, or you lose your base. And now BB team can take a little bit of a chill. They can prepare for the next Roche if they want to. The early respawn is actually that's the guaranteed respawn in 2 seconds. So if they were to scout the top half right now, they are in a very dominant position to just get this Roche completely uncontested. They have awesome vision down the lane. Fly's doing his best to get some sort of control up here, but definitely not looking too great. It's together with Yuma. If Yuma gets caught here, they lose Roche. All right, they'll both TP out, so they're just conceding the area, which is effectively just giving BB a straight line to Roshan now.
Yeah, well, Yuma finally gets his BKB, so the position 1 and 2 for Nouns now have it. See how much difference that's going to make at this stage, considering they've already lost Barracks at the 26-minute mark. Not go well for a team that is occurring to, believe it or not, Cinderin.
I believe it. Oh, this could be big, though.
Centaur going for an Aghanim Scepter. We'll have to talk about that in a moment.
Amplify damage rune for Yuma.
They need it.
They actually need this, I think. So,
they're making their way over to the north side.
One of these trees is not like the other.
Well, he's not a tree, so...
Not anymore. He was a moment ago.
Okay.
You need to pay attention when I'm saying things.
Concoction, Nightfall. He's going to try to run into the smoke. Might be stunning himself. He mantas it off, actually. Good timing. GPK stuck on the high ground. He's going to get Gleipnired. There's the Wukong's command, but he gets force-staffed out of it.
On the commandants instantly.
And the Wukong's, yeah, he didn't take the other facet, so it's done.
Oh, boy.
And so is Fly. Just like that, it's a 5 versus 4. They're going to try to force this fight in the pit. A double impale into the double hook stop. With Lelis doing a ton of damage as well. Miero getting really low. Boundless strike into a double kill. BB team, they're going to use a buyback onto Mr. Nightfall. Yuma, oh boy. He's put inside the pit, and it looks like this will be the death of him. So BB team having to expend a buyback, but they still end up winning the fight in a way. They'll secure second Roche.
Yeah, that's why they call them buyback team.
That's right.
They will get this Aegis onto Psychic. That was, honestly, that was a really good outcome for Nouns with how that started. I thought they were just going to get wiped. They threw Wukong's command out for nothing. Chen died first, so they're missing some of the auras in the fight as well. And then they still managed to get a really nice of stuns.
Gunnar, don't die. We need to see the workhorse before the game is over. I beg of you.
He is
gonna pop the pipe.
not
Slow
looking
to
too
a
hot.
crawl. He's dead. What's that?
He's not looking too hot.
Yeah, it's not good.
Maybe he is looking.
Oh boy, Beach Boys team is really on a roll in this game number 1. But hey, we talked about this early game, Cinderin. If there's any team that will throw away a gigantic lead, it's this team.
I need to see this one before I believe it.
Okay. They're gonna try to go high ground for barracks number 2. This is the breaking barracks team now. They're gonna put down the Roche banner and apply a lot of pressure here. Remember, Centaur still dead for 15 seconds. Gunnar does have buyback, but I think you just give this up surely. Although they will use Fort on this, but they will still give it up, it seems.
Yeah, BB team have just really... It's been really impressive to watch in this game how a part of the game that I think both the panel as well as us thought was going to be the hardest one, Nouns did a relatively good job at handling, and then BB team just really kicked it up a notch completely. These last 10 minutes, they have just run the whole show. So the timing maybe came 4 or 5 minutes later than expected, but the ultimate result, unless Nouns can somehow pull a heroic comeback here, is going to be the same, which is just one more lane to go for those megas. They still have the Aegis. BKB almost completed for Psycha. It's coming out now for the Invoker. So that's 2 new problems that Nouns have to face. And while they do have decent physical damage between the Razer and the Monkey King, I don't think it's going to be enough that they don't have to burn through their entire BKB durations themselves. And that's when Invoker is the king of the game. This hero is, by many, considered to be the best hero in Dota, at least historically, when BKBs run out. Like, just the amount of control you have, you can completely dictate the fight with your arsenal of spells. And in a game like this, having max Wex for your Deafening Blast is amazing against 2 right-click cores. Ice Wall, of course, against chasing heroes, you name it. You know, they have the whole package. So Nouns, last-ditch effort coming up.
Yeah,
looking for a flank.
Into an Aegis, mind you. Heading towards the south, trying to backstab. Save would be a pretty decent pickoff. They're gonna run across the Tokyo instead, and he's pretty damn hard to kill, not gonna lie. Spy Favorite's already used. There's a Wukong's command. Nightfall just casually walks out of it. Lelis and Gunnar super low as the roar goes off onto the Razer, and this is just getting out of control in favor of BB Team. Yuma, the BKB TP, will be successful, but the rest of his team are dropping like flies.
So we'll fly.
No pun intended on that one for once.
And speaking of bugs, let's kill the last one. Oh, I guess flies. You know.
Yeah, Lelis is dead to the hands of the Bumblebee team, and another buyback comes out, this time from Lelis, but I think the game just ends here, surely. For those mega creeps at the very least.
And they have to throw every buyback at them here. Centaur has to buyback too. They can't wait 15 seconds.
But the Aghanim Scepter, Cinderin, we need to see the workhorse.
We really don't.
The cart would change everything. They get the range racks. There's the initiation from Gunnar into the Gleipnir, but now Gunnar, he just melts, man. He just absolutely melts. Already with the beefy Centaur dead, this will be mega creeps for BB Team. They can just casually do whatever they want now. And, oh, they actually, I think they broke the tree there, so Yuma stun for an eternity, as GG's called. BB Team all over this game number 1.
Yeah. They continue their streak against Nouns. As was talked about on the panel, these teams did meet in the first group stage, which was honestly the most one-sided game of the entire tournament. Was that very first game these 2 teams played when BB Team beat them 24-1. Seems like they kind of just have their number a little bit. Nouns just...
Shit.
Wait. G.
नेवर ट्रस्ट नहीं है, नया नाम शेख चिल्ली। नेवर ट्रस्ट नाम को मैंने बाय बाय बोल दिया है, अब से शेख चिल्ली है, शेख चिल्ली।
Suffocating, I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Dyer's turn to pick. Radiant pick. Radiant's turn to pick.
With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss.
10 seconds.
Stay still, don't stop that thrill.
5 seconds left.
Crave your skin, temptation within. Mistakes ignite the silence.
Your pick now. Meepo. What? Huh?
While you and me repeat, this bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting, always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
I guard the wooded ways. Warriors of the wood.
Prepare for battle!
Through shady lanes. Leaving.
Yeah, you can fight without me.
Without?
Me. मर गया ना मैं.
Without?
Without me यार आराम लुल डब्लू पक यार मरती रहती है. कैसी नूब पक है. पक कैसे मर सकती है. अरे यार पक पूकी पाकी. Why are you there? Just go top. We can take Rosh. Don't worry. I'll come. Oh my god.
30 seconds to battle. But feel free to start killing before
yaar.
We're not sticking.
In sylvan shade. By hidden paths. Yes.
इनको हार्ड बनाना तो कोई मुझसे सीखे भाई.
Pay attention now. The battle started.
The season arrives. By my shaggy bark. With a wild spirit. Yes.
धरती अंबर सितारे.
On my way. Stop you. Naturally. Green wrath. Uproot the foe. Yes. With a wild spirit. Pull roots and run. What golden vision. Yes. On my way. In green I go. By my shaggy bark.
इसके ऊपर ही रख देना ये. आग दूँ क्या? रात. नहीं रात को भी लूँगा मैं. ठीक है रात को पड़ी है तो तेरे को
My hidden paths. Nature call. Backlash. First blood! Stupendous! I'm under attack! Blood in the water. Go green!
I drop boots.
Uproot and after them! En route! Branch out!
They won't profit
For the trees! Stop! Naturally.
Better put on over to your bottom tower! Rally the troops and get over there!
My hidden hands. Green, I go. Told you a storm was coming!
Okay, where?
Glorious! Nature calls. So I go. Wild is my way.
Dire's courier has been killed!
By my shaggy bark. By leaf and limb. With a wild spirit. Through shady lanes.
They're trying to knock down your middle tower!
Leaving. En route.
Smart money. You won't have
The wild is calling. In sylvan shade. Hide the wilds. Denied. On my way. I'm under attack. Invisibility. Power wells up. Warriors of the wood.
The enemy's attacking your middle tower. Don't let him do that!
Nature calls.
Your middle tower is under attack!
Nature's ferocity. Through shady lanes.
If your mid tower could talk, it'd be pretty cool at you.
By my shaggy
Its courier has been killed. Too stupid to live, too beautiful to die.
seeds of water. The wild spirit. En route.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Dig in and defend that sucker.
Green, I go. On my way.
Go, 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 go. Fire, fire, fire.
Double kill. Natural. The forest.
Dominating!
You had your warning.
Hey!
The sun's pale sister shines upon my leaves. Go green. So I go. Uproot and after that. Stupendous nature's ferocity. My hidden paths.
Your middle tower's under attack. Not your job or something?
In sylvan shade. Wild is my way. Nature calls. Feed the tree. For the tree.
Your middle tower's under attack.
Attack! Pull roots and run! Burn and fury! Fight and live! How sweetly the sap flows. By my shaggy bark. Uproot the foe. Through shady lanes.
Dire's putting up a barricade. The bottom tower is under attack.
Warriors of the wood.
Ooh, your bottom tower's kind of bad. Enemy's middle tower just turned into a pile of rocks.
In green, I go. By the wild.
Killing spree! Double kill!
I'll take limb. With wild spirit.
Hey, look at you! Knocking down that bottom tower!
In sylvan shade. Naturally. The wild is ours.
Your middle tower is under attack! Is one of the things in the back.
Nature calls. Wild is my way.
Smart money.
With a wild spirit. By the wilds. Uproot and after them.
Coming.
By hidden paths. In sylvan shade. I go. En route. Yes. On my way.
I can go.
Through shady lanes. By hidden paths.
Go, go, go.
Home amongst your leaving. Nature calls. So naturally. Life arrow in your grip. En route.
Timber, timber.
The sun in my eyes. Illusion. Nature's ferocity. For the trees. On my way. In green, I go. With a wild spin. Uproot and after them. Burn and fury.
हेलो
Dire structures
नहीं नहीं बोलो नहीं मैं थोड़ी सोता हूँ
My youth and live.
कौन बोल रहा है आपको ये कौन बोल रहा है आपको ये अरे बोला कौन है आपको तो उसके पैसे नहीं पूछे आपने कितने फिर अरे यार आप मेरी बात करा दो एक बार उनसे और क्या जो कंप्यूटर वाले वो चश्मे देते हैं ना नॉर्मल जो आता है ब्लू लाइट प्रोटेक्शन वाले उसमें नंबर नहीं चाहिए ना सिर्फ ब्लू लाइट प्रोटेक्शन ही चाहिए कितने का बता रहे हो आप 1000 रुपये का महंगा भैया लेंस का बताना आपको वो 700 में दे रहा है
Dire structures are fortified.
By my shaggy bar. Ooh, shady lane.
Killing spree! Double kill!
En route.
Someone on scram window and get the shot. Under attack.
Through shady lane. En route. By my shaggy bar.
मेरी समझ आई कि ये क्यों बोल रहा है कि हम आपको हैंड टू हैंड नहीं देंगे मतलब वो रेडी टू यूज ही होते हैं आपको
Smart.
In green, I go.
समझ देखो लेंस का और का ये होता है कि उनके पास है ना उन्होंने ना 100 साइज के 100 चश्मे बना लिए होते हैं, है ना, और वो हर दुकान पर अपने चश्मे भेज देते हैं। आदमी जाए और जिसको भी जो पसंद आए वो लेके आ जाए साइज के हिसाब से। पर वो ये वाले के लिए होता है जो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, ये जो ब्लू लाइट कंप्यूटर का है ना, उसी के लिए होता है वो, है ना। उसके लिए आपका ये नहीं होता है कि वो आपको साइज दिखाएगा या वो दिखाएगा। अब या तो ये करना चाह रहे हैं कि आपके साथ ये हो रहा है कि आपने जो फ्रेम सेलेक्ट किया ना, मतलब जो आपने वो ढांचा सेलेक्ट किया है, उसके ऊपर कांच लगेंगे वो कितने साइज के, तो उस हिसाब से वो आगे भेजेंगे। तो लेंस कार्ड पे ये सिस्टम नहीं है, उसमें और पहले से एक चश्मे में कांच लगे हुए हैं और वही अरे नहीं है महंगा यार, हर चीज में हर चीज तो महंगा नहीं है वो। अब अगर आपको 1000 रुपये महंगे लगते हैं तो आपको लेंस कार्ड हो जाके पूछ लो, वो आपको और सस्ता बता देगा। और ऐसा वो लेंस कार्ड को बहुत कॉम्पिटिशन करना, मैं आपको बता दूंगा, मैं उसको बोल दूंगा। हाँ, आप चिंता मत करो, लेंस कार्ड आपको सस्ता मिलेगा यार, आप चिंता करो। अगर आपको पसंद आए ना, अगर उससे एक बार मेरी बात करा देना, है ना, वो आपको वो वाले चश्मे दिखा देगा तो आपको चाहिए। अगर उसमें से आपको कोई पसंद आए ना तो मेरे को फोन करना, ठीक है? नहीं, नंबर वाला कोई भी हिट नहीं देगा ना, वो तो नंबर फिट करना पड़ेगा कांच में। ब्लू लाइट वाला नो, अरे ब्लू लाइट वाला इस तरीके से एक कार्ड एक चश्मा होता है, पहले से वो होता है वो बना हुआ, वो बस आपको दे देते हैं कि भाई साहब ये लगा के देखो तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा आपको। ये नंबर वाला थोड़ी कि आपको 2 दिन लगेंगे बनाने में माल को, या हम बाहर से बनकर आता हमारा चश्मा, मतलब वो होता है पर वो नंबर वाला नहीं होता है, वो ब्लू लाइट वाले नहीं होता है। आप आराम से जाओ लेंस कार्ड में दुकान बढ़ा के मेरे से एक बार बात करा देना, उसके बाद पसंद कर लेना। अगर पसंद करने के बाद अगर आपको प्राइस सही नहीं लगे तो फिर वो आपकी इच्छा है कि आप बात करें, ठीक है?
कर दिया।
Double damage.
If your mid tower could talk, it'd be pretty mad at you.
Last breath.
Trying to knock down your middle tower. You and a couple of friends can probably start
हो गया।
Your top tower needs some help. Your top tower is under attack. The top tower has fallen. Watcher is
पूरा फाइट बेकार हो गया रे।
Your middle tower is under attack! If your mid tower could talk, your middle tower has fallen. You. Aw, it's my favorite tower.
Again, the sun warms my limbs. In green. Weaving.
The bottom tower is under attack. You gonna do something about it or just sit there looking funny?
By my shaggy bark. I'm under attack. Killing spree!
Your top tower is under attack.
No.
Top tower is under attack.
Learn how to swim before you sail in deep water.
छूते से फाइट लिया रे। नहीं नहीं ऑफलाइन है भाई, मैं पोजीशन
Top
वाला
tower is under attack.
एलसी कैसे पोजीशन में रहेगा, मैं हूँ भाई। इधर कट गया जो हम।
You got one less middle tower now, by the way. Top barracks are under attack. They're trying to break through. Stop them!
Then that is where you offer them a fight. So
सुपर क्या है?
Really a people person.
Illusion. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
अरे यार क्या घटिया होता हो। अरे क्लिक हो ना भाई ठीक से।
I have budget for you. Much like cordwood before axe's axe, Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. War has come to Radiant's bottom tower.
Yep. 2 ultimates used.
And he is...
He's a goner.
Back to the fountain.
Now, Aghanim Scepter for GPK.
And I think this time around, BB Team will not forget the Wisdom Rune because they are actually going to stay here for a bit. Gonna steal the Tormentor.
Who will get the shard is the only question. And we save. So the cookie will have a little Mortimer's kiss for everybody.
And it heals 200. It used to be a talent on Snapfire.
Yep.
Now she gets it through the shard and also...
It also used to jump you further, and they got rid of that.
Yeah.
Which could be a quality of life, depending on your perspective.
Definitely had its moments that it was not ideal. I would say it made it better defensively, but a lot of the time worse offensively, because it was harder to hit the right distance. Sanjit Yashinov on Psycha. An item we see sometimes, but I want to say among the carry pool, a somewhat infrequent pickup. Maybe once in every 5 games there's one of these. He likes it here, wants to get the status resistance, 25% against all these stuns. And despite that, will still aim for a BKB by the looks of it after his shard. That is just another successful objective for BB Team. And
yep, and with that Aegis, I mean, there's still 3 tier 2s for Nouns. This does feel like it's so way later than it actually is, just because of how much of a shellacking it is now.
I'm not opposed.
Nurse spawns and gets out.
One of the few good things to happen to Nouns this game.
One of them didn't die.
Yeah. That is precisely correct. I mean, this tier 1 bot is still up.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to take as well. There's so many uncertainties for them. They have decent vision. They have some vision on the left right now that is actually showing the Weaver as well as Treant. So with that info, Nouns could go for an aggressive player. They're pinging it right away. Now that they saw Weaver Tree over there, they're maybe assuming that BB Team will try for the Tormentor, which they would be right in assuming. And perhaps they can rely on that to bring them back. But BB Team have overcome their fiercest demon. But the Tormentor can't stop them now.
Oh, wait, you Gunner too soon. Gunner with the Burrow Strike. Leifnir's gonna miss because of the Yules. It actually blinks out. Might be okay. GPK in the meantime. They might find him anyway.
Oh, did they not see him there?
And he's dodging quite nicely, but the cooldowns eventually will come to bite him, surely. The last right click is indeed enough for Baseball Team, who now have a 12k lead, 14-2 advantage, and the Aegis still for quite a while. Copy, it feels like he's been running around the map in Ghostwalk the entire game. That's what
Nero has BKB.
Yes,
Doom and Hunter
will be dooming. Where the high ground is Copy. Actually does get out. Fly in the meantime will be met by Nightfall, who kills the courier first. And we'll get Tusk after the
extra
fact.
snack.
Delicious.
And Miro will get that kill with the Infernal Blade damage over time. Yeah, I think calling them Baseball Team right now is actually, it feels like what they're playing with Nouns. One team is the bat and the other is the ball, and we would like to see both teams have a little bit of a bat.
Bat on bat action.
Yeah, be nice.
All right. Nightfall out of mana. Obviously still the Aegis for 2.5. Eat a Lotus. And get Greaves for good measure, so he's in fighting shape again.
Announce. It looks like, okay, they've had enough. We have to force something. The unfortunate thing is, I think the conditions are even harder than they were earlier. Now you're fighting into Aegis and an additional 7,000 gold than 5 minutes ago. I guess you have a little bit of a timing on your Wind Ranger BKB.
Leifnir under 2, and there's Rolling Thunder. Nightfall getting quite low, but time lapses, and now Gunner, isolated from the rest of his team, gets an Epicenter off, doing quite a bit of damage, but it's going to be a trade for a Treant Protector at the end of the day. So a 1-for-1. And I don't see why they stop now. Yeah, Lelis is Likely a goner. Copy being focused by GPK. Mortimer's kisses. Still has that. As the Gleipnir going to hold him in place temporarily. Copy really gets away. The dust not going to clip him. Fly, though, not going to be so lucky. It's a big Brontosaurus team with this.
It's looking like a brutal beatdown.
Brutal beatdown team. That might be their name, actually. They've definitely had some closer series, we'll say that. But again, Cinder, of all the teams to throw this lead away, this is the one. Will it happen, though? What do they need to do for that to happen? GPK would need to be transformed into GPKek, and then Nightfall would just need to BKB TP despite having the advantage. Just all their usual suspects, you know?
Damn, you have really embraced memes. You used to be so against it. I'm proud of you. You've come a long way.
Well, you need time to, or you need things to fill the game sometimes. When it's an 18-3 game, surely you gotta find something. Deep within as Lelis gonna break the smoke. And he is dead. Hurricane Pike holding Courier. Pretty annoying for Copy. At least he gets out with his life, though. He has had that Ghost Walk activated for seemingly most of this game. Is that just me?
I mean, he's got 153 CS, so it's not like he hasn't.
No, I'm not saying. Yeah, it's just every time we look at him, he's Ghost Walked. It's a great spell, though, of course.
I mean, as easy as it is to harp on them not really looking for fights, you also have to understand just how difficult it is, right? There's a reason. This in previous casts in the past, sometimes a 10% play is the best one, because the alternative is 0. Like, you gotta take a fight that's very hard to execute where specific things need to happen, because if you don't, you wait another 10 minutes and it's 5%, you know? So I will say, I understand that now it's an elimination game and it's really difficult and they're struggling with it. They have to try for something, or you're just gonna keep bleeding. Now they're gonna bleed Gunner down here.
Oh my! All right.
Yeah, the Weaver is pretty strong.
Yeah,
so
I would say so.
He has a lot of net worth.
Copy in Ghost Lock. He's dead.
Bye-bye.
Easy kill for balloon busting team, and they are just everywhere. They've really just been on top of things today. This game 1 was pretty stompy as well, Cinder, but not this. This is taking it to a new level.
And I think at this point, the sample size is starting to matter, right? This just seems like a really bad matchup for this team. Nouns were on a recovery path. They came out of group stage 2 and 4. They're not looking too hot. Then all of a sudden, they 2-0 Spirit. They have a good series against Gaimin. And then they get back to face the team that absolutely obliterated them on day number 1, especially in games just seeming a little bit like a repeat. It's unfortunate for them that they get the same matchup again, but that's how it is sometimes. You're gonna have to try to learn from your previous series and improve, and if anything, it seems like BB team have figured them out even more. This is easily one of the most one-sided games of the entire tournament, and we're approaching the top 8 spot here. And there's a clear separation in this matchup between the two. Okay, Nouns. Hail Mary.
They need it.
It is now or never.
Fly breaks the smoke. Instantly stunned. There's a shackle, but Cycle pops the BKB. Miero follows suit. He's going to use the Doom onto the Windrunner, attempting to TP out, but no. No TP for you. And now a double kill for Nightfall as Fly takes a tumble as well. So that was the move from Nouns, and it results in 2 deaths.
Would have loved to see this fight break down 10 minutes ago, just to see. Maybe it goes the exact same way, you know? Like, maybe this. I just feel like this was even harder than what it could have been. Clearly, after 10 minutes in this game, I feel like BB team were in a commanding position the whole time, and it was going to be difficult to avoid this outcome. But it always sucks a little bit to go out with this much of a whimper. I feel like this series does not do Nouns justice.
Yeah.
If this is the first series of Nouns you watch all tournament, you're like, man, how did this team make it to this stage? But they've had some really good games along the way.
I think this
series is just not it.
This is just a really bad matchup for them.
It just is. But the question is why? Because they weren't necessarily... In this game, the lanes went poorly, so I get it. Like, you're against BB team, you lose the lanes, and they roll you. That happens to many teams. But in the previous game, the laning stage actually went quite well, and then still... Gonna go on to save. He's very tanky. Still has the cookie, too.
Yep. They even pop Epicenter, and they just cannot find anything. Instead, they're going to take Mortimer's Kisses as Miero not able to get to the high ground, but GPK will come to save the day. Nice attempt from Fly to save him, but it's not to be this game. Game number 2 has Big Bonanza written all over it. So 2 deaths already for Nouns.
Huma's in, instant overgrowth.
Clean everybody up. Coffee desperately trying to at least find 1 kill in this fight for them. As Save still remaining alive. He gets shackled, finally brought to his knees. But it's a full team wipe. As Nouns miserably lose this fight. Ultra kill for Nightfall. And this, I believe, is the beginning of the end for Nouns at TI.
And in a patch where we have talked about how the net worth between teams is often quite close, even when one team is seemingly ahead by a meaningful amount in the flow of the game, this one is now approaching the good old magical 1,000 GPM lead per minute. As BB team is now 31k ahead, minute 31. This is good old absolute stomping of a game. And for this patch, even more so. If this is what we were used to being a one-sided game, think about now just how incredible of a display of domination this is. A clinical game. They barely made a single mistake. The only moment I can think of was that little bit of a mess up with the cookie top, right? I have to go back 25 minutes to a little bit of a mistake on a 3-on-1 gank that did not lead to a kill. And this is a great illustration.
For sure.
And this is a gone.
You know what the sad thing is? Maybe it's not even, it wouldn't be sad for Nouns in this game. It's actually somewhat believable.
What?
I could actually see it because I have seen it many times. I mean, but like you said, this is it's seemingly insurmountable lead.
Borderline unlosable.
Yeah.
But what a comeback that would be.
Another Tormentor about to be in BB Team's name. Do they even have any shards to get? Yes, Miero will get the shard that I believe Gunner received the other day for Doom that actually helped them win that game.
Heal on Scorched Earth whenever it deals damage, 60% of it. Toronto Tokyo will find Gunner.
Yep, I hear a Rolling Thunder. He's going down the path of no resistance.
He might get out here, actually.
He blinks.
Phase boots.
The ball's coming for it. Oh, God, not the fountain anywhere, but the Lotus
known
fountain.
edge on the map. Apparently, there was a wall there. Forcing the BKB here.
Doom applied.
They're killing him anyway. He's just dead.
Nightfall, he's going to tick down eventually. Remember, he still has his Aegis as Gunner taking a beating. He's dead as well. That is the Aegis. Mortimer Kisses being strewn apart. Toronto Tokyo with a big overgrowth onto 2. And now the Shekchilly in with the extra Geminate attacks. 4 dead for Nouns. And BB Team looking to close this game out in style. Better believe in us, team. A couple buybacks for Nouns. And they're going to go for the barracks, it seems, as GPK with the Rolling Thunder. Ellis is still spotted. Now he's just isolated in a corner. Very Blair Witch Project type of activity here, looking at the wall and dying.
That's not 2 Bs.
Well, that's because it's on Noun, Cinder, and pay attention. It's going to be a full team wipe. An eventual GG as they put the Roshan's banner next to the fountain. That's going to do something. They're styling over them right now. Deleting circlets, save. That happened unironically in the last series.
Did he actually drop his own circlet and destroy it?
No, it's somebody else destroyed it by accident.
No, I mean just now.
Yeah, right now. Yes.
Oh man.
2 full lanes down, I should say, in favor of BB team.
And it's just a matter of time before they force the bye-bye.
Bye-bye team. Nice.
The enemy high ground. Saika, by many considered one of the bad boys of Dota.
I like how you're finally embracing it. Right at the end of the game. The end of the series, I should say. Bushwhack into the sharpshooter. What can Nouns do to defend this? Probably nothing.
Probably nothing.
45k. I don't think we've seen that type of a lead.
First time this tournament for me.
Yeah.
At least.
And this will be the old mega creeps as Nightfall will pop the BKB in retreat. Hoping that BB team will have the worst throw of their lives. Well, knowing their history, you never know what lies at the end of this game.
Gaben gives them 2%. 1%.
I mean, I can't blame them. If it's a 1% chance, you take it at TI.
I thought you... It's like as if the graph actually cares about the team's history or something.
Gaben knows BB team's history, all right?
As much as you love to harp on previous errors they've had in closing games out, you got to give credit where it's due. This has been extremely clean the whole way through.
Yeah.
They've sieged down 3 lanes of barracks without losing a hero. There's been absolutely no room given to Nouns in these fights. They haven't found a single avenue to exploit any weakness, because fairly the Radiant hasn't shown any. So
I never noticed that the shard actually physically shows when you click on it, and then it just disappears because they don't have any anymore. 50k lead for BB team, just rounding up here.
Yeah, so
you guys round up in Denmark?
No, that's an American-only thing.
Okay, yeah, I figured.
What's round? A circle?
Yeah, technically true, I guess.
Okay.
A balloon. Big old balloon. The Nouns resigned to their base. I mean, surely, we'll see how much PTSD BB team have, because they could obviously just finish this game right now, but there is Roche they could wait for.
I mean, you could also bask in the glory. This is effectively like the last, you know, the last course of the Tour de France, where you're just driving around and drinking a glass of champagne because you've already decided that you're the winner of the race.
Yeah.
That's what BetBoom are doing right now.
They're saying goodbye to NA. This is the final hope.
These guys don't drink, so they pop the smoke instead of the cork. And it's time to go.
Will be the recipient of this gank, if you want to call it that. 50 seconds of no buyback, a big overgrowth for Toronto, Tokyo to send NA back home. Nice attempted save there from Fly, but it is not to be. Like we've said, well, it's 2 Bs twice, actually, because of BB team. As Gunner desperately looking for one more kill. GPK does fall, but it's an ultra kill for Nightfall as the GGs finally come out. And
BB team ने तो फेल दिया भाई नॉच को. मैं रुको, जा रहा नहीं हूँ, वायरलेस स्ट्रीम करूँगा. टाइटल चेंज करने दो. बाय बाय।
कहाँ बाय?
वालों के लिए आ रहा हूँ स्ट्रीम पे।
अरे इग्रिस नाम का बंदा जानता है क्या कौन है?
नहीं भाई, कौन है?
क्या ही पता, ऐड किया है इसने। ओके ओके ओके।
मैडी तो कौन है भाई? आया।
डरता नहीं है भाई।
आवाज आएगा?
आवाज आएगा।
के कट हो गया?
कट हो गया।
भाई ये बंदा थोड़ा सा मैड है गाइस, थोड़ा सा संभालो
बंदा भाई।
गाइस।
मैं
थोड़ा सा
भाई फुल
केयर करो
टू
guys।
फुल पागल हो, फुल टू फुल पागल हो भाई। ए मिमी चाइला ही भाई। समाइला।
सुनना कल
अरे
मालूम
भाई।
पड़ेगा कि अपने को सुबह मिलेगा कि नहीं स्लॉट।
वाह मालूम नहीं अभी तक अपने को।
नहीं यार,
तू बोला है अवेलेबल।
अगर मैं गूगल खोला तो क्रैश हो जाएगा पीसी।
सीवे कैसा फालतू पीसी है रे, फेंक दे रे फेंक दे रे।
गया
रुक जा,
टीपीएम
शुरू
वर्जन
मत कर।
नॉट है भाई।
ये क्या
शुरू नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैं भाई, रीस्टार्ट कर स्ट्रीम भी बंद करना पड़ेगा अभी इसके लिए। अरे क्या
Pause कर।
इरिटेटिंग है गाइस। आता हूँ मैं
गाइस
अभी क्रैश भी नहीं हुआ।
तो रीस्टार्ट में हो जाएगा क्रैश खत्म, टेंशन मत।
ये देखो भाई, मालूम है सब कुछ। वहाँ
मैं गॉड फादर हूँ मैं।
आया मैं